This is not just another entertainment center. With a variety of outdoor and indoor activities, all with a retro futurism vibe, you're looking at Alley Cats, the 2025 AAMA FEC of the Year Award winner. Let's check it out. Josh, we are here at Alley Cats.
Yes, sir.
What city are we in right now?
We're in Burleson, Texas.
Burleson, Texas. And this place is amazing. What is Alley Cats?
Sure. So Alley Cats is a family entertainment center that actually started as putt-putt golfing games back in the 70s. Been around for a long time. It became the Alley Cats brand in 2007 when our owner, Brian Smith, and his wife, Connie, took over the putt-putt business from their dad, Ken. So Brian took it over from his father, became Alley Cats, and that's the brand that we know today.
We've got a little bit of everything here. We've got arcade, we've got food, we've got bowling.
Yeah.
What else do we have here?
Sure, so we pride ourselves on being your one-stop for indoor and outdoor fun. Okay. So indoor-wise, you've got all the food and beverage you could ever want, from your classics of Dippin' Dots to custom burgers, nachos, that kind of thing. Then you got bowling. Next to bowling, we got a full bar, so all the adult beverages. Yep. We got an expansive arcade, and in our arcade, we also pride ourselves on our redemption, so you can win tickets, cash those in for some cool prizes. We've got a custom laser tag with a really cool theme that I'll show you. And then outside, all the fun. You've got mini golf, go-karts, batting cages, and pickleball at this location.
And they must be doing something right, because they recently won the 2025 FEC of the Year Award from the AAMA.
Yeah, we were blown away to receive the honor, and we're so happy that this facility got to be displayed.
One of the things that really makes Alley Cats stand out is the aesthetic that's consistent throughout. Josh described it as modern, but more of a retro modern, and I totally agree. It kind of reminds me of the Jetsons. Heading over to their arcade, they've got some of the classics like the water gun race. I think Barry won this round, but I think he must have gotten a head start. Or you can play a variety of other options, including going hunting for ducks. Outside, they've got mini golf, which has been a key component since their inception. And they've got some fun holes like the finish line here with the car and gas station barrels as a nod to the oil industry here in Texas. Speaking of cars, they've also got an amazing outdoor go-kart track. Additionally, they've got some pickleball courts and batting cages, something I have not done in a long time, so I had to take a few cuts. If I don't look like a very good baseball player, well, you're exactly right. Batting was never my strength, but I did make contact even on a few of the 70-mile-per-hour pitches. Next time, we'll work on getting the ball in play. There you go. That one was more my speed. I've worked up a pretty good sweat here between the Texas heat and my dazzling batting ability. Let's go cool off with a drink from the bar. So the bar we walked by earlier, it's extremely impressive. You touched on having, different local fares.
Yeah.
But you said something about having some pretty cool cocktails as well.
We've actually worked with some leading bartenders in the industry to create custom cocktails, like the Bowling Stones, right? But if you know anything about the trends in drinking behavior, it's going down. Mm-hmm. So we really wanted to focus in on mocktails too. Yep. So we came up with a custom mocktail list. People are loving it. One of my favorites is a watermelon mule. So it's ginger beer with watermelon puree. It's delicious.
Sounds delicious.
So rather than, the traditional cocktail, having a mocktail on your menu makes a big difference, because you're gonna reach out to people who are not drinking, which is great as well.
Okay, great. What's next?
Kind of your bigger ticket items all the way down to your little things that guys and girls would love. We call it Lucky's. So Lucky's was the first Alley Cats, its redemption center name. Okay. So all of them have a Lucky's kind of theme to it, which is cool.
Then we went and took a quick peek at their laser tag arena. Every square foot of this facility was thoughtfully brought to life, but they did not get here by accident. So we did talk about being the FEC of the Year award winner with the AAMA. What has the AAMA done for this business and the business as a whole?
It's a great question. So the cool thing about AAMA is it's such a good community of FECs, so much so that, in fact, one of our best friends, Brian and Connie, our owners, one of their best friends sits on the board. And so as we've grown, we've built these networks of different people. Brian, our owner, is even in an FEC 20 group where it's 20 different FECs across America that meet on Zoom just to talk about the business. So I thought going into it was going to be this ultra competitive, everybody's trying to beat out everybody else. What AAMA has provided us is more of a community and a network of that community. So it's been really critical for bouncing ideas, One of the things I love is selling stuff to other people. So if you got an arcade game that's not moving, but it may work better somewhere else, that community is there to play off of each other. And truly, everybody wants everyone to succeed. And ultimately, that's been kind of my biggest takeaway, is even from the marketing chair, there's been other marketing directors from other facilities out in the country that through AAMA have reached out and like given me answers that I wouldn't have known going into it. So it's been really critical, like for long-term sustainability.
So what was it like actually winning this award?
It was shocking, honestly. First and foremost, we were super surprised because again, we've never won. We've applied, but we've never won. The cool thing about this award is when you fill it out, the amount of people that have to be involved in that is almost everyone. So like, as marketing director, we needed to submit photos. But our GM, Davey, she had to give me like the nuts and bolts of how the business ran. And so there were so many hands that contributed to the application itself that when we won, everyone felt this like sense of like pride and joy that I can't really explain. And again, being the first time that we've ever won it, it just made it super special.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And yeah, everyone that we know that's won that award, I mean, they're a top level facility and operating on all fronts. It's not just one thing. And I think, like I said, when we walked in here, it's like seeing the minute details of, and I know they're not actually minute, but they seemingly are minute of having such a clean facility and making it look like, I don't know when this place opened or when it was last painted, but it does seem like you opened last week.
Correct.
And that's something that's not easy to maintain. And those little things people remember when they're coming in the door. Absolutely.
And our GM takes pride in making sure we run a clean facility, and that trickles all the way down through operations. So we like to go with like, trash is everyone's problem. Like that's our kind of mantra when it comes to cleaning. And so whether it's in the parking lot or in the facility, you're always keeping an eye out to try to pick up, clean, and do your part. So we do a team effort on making sure this facility looks top notch.
Amazing. And you've already given a lot of wisdom and knowledge of what has made this place great. But let's go back for a second and just think through the eyes or the brain of a new operator, new owner coming in. What is one piece of advice above all else that you would give them as they're entering this industry?
I think the first piece of advice I would give anyone is to use your resources. I think truly joining organizations like AAMA, there's other ones out there as well, they make a huge difference, especially if you're new to the industry. There's going to be things you just don't know. Simple stuff like, where do I source putters for my mini golf? Like stuff like that makes a huge difference. I think the second thing from a marketing perspective is make sure that your people keep an eye on the facility to keep it clean. I think at the end of the day, if you run a clean facility, you're going to have a much better opportunity to service guests because nobody wants to go to a dirty place. Nobody wants to go to a tired, kind of situation. And so I think all three of our locations do a great job of keeping that top of mind. And I think it speaks volumes that people keep coming back.
That was Allie Katz, the AAMA FEC of the Year award winner, and now we know why. If you're an FEC owner or operator thinking about joining the AAMA, get started on their website today.